Well, good morning again from Phoenix. It's Monday morning. They got me a load. I got to go down to Nogales, and it's going to take another load to Houston. I'm assuming it's going to be watermelons again. I just hope I don't go back to that Walmart I went to a week or so ago. That's the plan. They hadn't sent me the load information yet, but that's the plan. They're going to, when they give me the load information and all that, I'll start heading down there. I don't know exactly where I'm going. Nogales is not that big, but there's no point in me leaving right now when I don't even know the address of where I'm going to. At least I'm going to Houston. I looked up the weather forecast. It's snowing pretty heavily across I-40 across from like Albuquerque to Amarillo and towards there between Oklahoma City. So I'm kind of glad I'm not going to Dallas. It's snowing up around Dallas also. Probably icing too, so I'll get to run south of all that. And so that's going to be what's up on this one here. We're going to load and we're going to leave Phoenix. We was in Phoenix yesterday. We're going to load in Nogales. It's about 3 hours. It's about 180 miles from here. It's about 3 hours. And then we're going to start heading toward Houston. So that's what's going to be what's up on this video. So anyway, hope y'all doing good. And we'll catch you later. See ya. Man, look at this clean ride. Well, for the most part it's clean. Whoever washed this side of this blue beacon didn't do a very good job. That's all right. It's clearer than it was. Especially my chrome spike. You know, it gives you about an extra 50 horsepower. See, it cuts through the wind, a little more aerodynamic, gives you a little more torque, can pull them hills. And I got that shine on the wheels too. They did about a half job on that too. That's all right. See the wind. See when it hits the side, when it hits that sidewall, the wind, you know, it deflects that wind right off the side, so you got more aerodynamics. It's doing two things. You cut through the wind with the spikes, and then the wind is bouncing off the sidewall with the shine all the way down. See what I'm saying? Look at there. Clean rims. Now I just need to find a polish shop and polish these doggone things to a mirrored shine. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. A little dull on the rims, that's alright. We're gonna fix that. This thing is clean. Got my mirrors, got my windows clean, got my mirrors clean. Huh, I need to redo the inside. Yeah, buddy. Headlights all cleaned up. Spikes clean. Look at that. They cleaned this side pretty good. See, look at that. See, I'll be able to cut through the wind like a knife. That wind will be bouncing right off them tires. Come on. Look at that. All the way down. Look at that. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. I'll be looking good going to Houston. Come on. Think this thing's pretty cool. Down to 34 degrees. Go down here in a little bit and pick up my load. Probably a watermelons going to Houston. I'm gonna knock this thing out the park. Well, we're down here in Nogales, Arizona. I made me a little, I call it might as well be a breakfast steak and a couple pot pies. I love this air fryer, man. I tell you, they're loading me right now. Funny thing is, I get here, they tell me it's a 2-hour wait. My broker calls, he calls him, and that fast, they're like, put it in door number 2. Now they're loading me. So funny how that happens. Anyway, we're gonna finish eating, get this thing loaded, and then I'm gonna get on down the road. Come on. We're gonna get the Van Horn, Texas, somewhere in that area tonight. I've got to get past that 10-20 split, and I got plenty of rest last night, so I'm good to go. Wow. Chicken pot pie, I love it. I'd rather have some homemade though, but I'll take the frozen kind. And this air fryer, doing the air fryer is a whole lot better tasting than it is in the microwave. I love that air fryer. I'm gonna get me a little burner and maybe a little George Foreman grill, so maybe enhance the cooking in here. So anyway, we'll get on down the road. We'll talk to y'all later. See you. Well, we got us about 38,000 pounds of squash. Yep, run this thing at 44 degrees continuous. I mean, it never stops. Make sure we got this thing situated. Yep, we're gonna get the Van Horn or one of them places over there tonight. I got to. We're going to Houston, Texas. Man, I don't think I've ever gotten loaded this fast ever. Let me show y'all something. Look at that. Y'all see that? If I quit wobbling around here. Man, it's pretty, ain't it? Oh, look at that. Sunset over Nogales, Arizona. Oh, man. Yeah. We're gonna get on down the road. "44 degrees continues." Boy, I tell you, see, that thing's still shining. See, look at that. That thing's still shining. Knocked that wind right off the sidewalls, was cutting through the wind like a tornado. Come on. I guarantee you, next time I get this thing washed with a blue bag, I'm gonna go over it. I'll be a little more meticulous. I'm gonna show y'all something else y'all need to get. Y'all see this stuff right here? This TV blaster? Y'all need to get y'all a can of that too. It's way better than WD-40. That PB blaster works. It works very, very good. Got the lights on. It's set at 44 degrees. Everything's good to go. Everything's good to go. Good morning. Well, we made it to West Texas last night. We out here, made it past the I-10, I-20 split, and found this truck stop here. It's a nice little place. I like it. You ain't gotta worry about parking. That's for sure. We got a couple more hours for my 10-hour break is up. Oh man, I tell you, it's cold out here. Let me get this truck cranked up. It's not as cold as it was. It was pretty chilly when I got here last night. We got exactly 8 hours left, and I ain't got to be there till 6:30 in the morning, and it's 9:30 or so here, so I got about 2 more hours. So I'll get there, get my 10-hour break in, and be ready to get. He's gonna load me back up north of Houston and go back to our yard in Arkansas. Come on. So we're gonna get this day started here in a little bit, do our pre-trip and all that. This is what well, good morning again from West Texas. We made it here last night. Actually, this morning, about 2 o'clock this morning, we got here. I like these types of places. You don't have to worry about parking. You can just pull in here and park, you know. We're only about 8 hours from Houston. Nice, easy day. Got about an hour and a half or so left on my 10-hour break. I looked on Trucker Path, found me a little field, I guess a gas station or something, real close, pretty close to where I got to unload at. So I should be able to leave here around lunchtime, and then I'm gonna go. I got to go about 50 miles to Fort Stockton to get fuel, and then take off and go to Houston. And we're gonna. I figured y'all want to see this instead of seeing my goofed up head. So, but yeah, get there tonight and be able to get about a 10-hour break in, unload in the morning, and then I just checked out this load. Everything's good on it. Yeah, you gotta kind of babysit these produce loads. They're high dollar. You know, you gotta really kind of just, you know, make sure that reefer's running like it's supposed to on continuous, because it's got to have air flowing across it, you know. And then just make sure the way you drive is not like you're not trying to drive like you're in a off-road race or something. You know, these roads are rough out here. I want to say something. New Mexico and Arizona, New Mexico especially, y'all need to fix y'all's roads. I'm just saying. That's crazy. Y'all got potholes in that road so big that when you hit them, especially at night, you can't see them till you're up on top of it. And then when you hit it, you hit so hard that it literally jerks the steering wheel right out of your hand. You know, that's ridiculous. You know, I've seen people. I saw one pothole. There was a guy right on the other side of it. I wished I'd got a picture of it. I didn't have time to get didn't have time to take it because it was right up on top of it. But he hit a pothole, and apparently it messed up his tire or rim or something, because he was probably, you know, 300 or 400 yards past it, and he was on the side of the road getting a repair. So it had to have happened with that pothole. I mean, fortunately that didn't happen to me, but I mean that's ridiculous. You know, y'all get money from all these trucks. Every truck you see on the road, they pay a heavy road use tax, and there's no reason y'all can't fix y'all's roads. I'm just saying, no reason. There's no excuse for it. Y'all taking that money and doing something with it. So, you know, but anyway, that's just my little rant. Anyway, we're gonna get this thing going here in a little while. Make me something to eat, make me some breakfast, and then we're gonna proceed. Come on, we'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be good. See ya. Hey everybody. Yeah, I lost about a gallon low on my oil. You always want to keep you some oil and some windshield washer fluid, radiator fluid, stuff like that with you. It's just always good to have it. I always try to keep as much as I can on me. I'll be back at the yard tomorrow, and I'll get some more there. You always want to make sure that windshield washer fluid is full, because if it's empty and DOT checks it, they will give you a ticket for it. I mean, that's just something simple that you can avoid. You know what I'm saying? Keep check on your oil, all your fluids. You saw me crank the truck up after I checked my oil and everything. And what I was doing is I was looking at the belt, and I was looking at the pulleys and stuff in that area, and see if there's any wobble in it. It's just a good practice to get into. You know, you never know when something can come loose. But I just keep an eye on it and make sure that belt's not moving, you know, doing this number, or, you know, doing something stupid. that's about what I do. And then always put your hands on all them big hoses, them big metal hoses in there, the ones with the orange rubber ends. Just make sure that stuff is tight. I was in a brand new truck about 3 years ago, and I was just driving down the road, and that big metal pipe with the orange rubber on it, that thing just popped off driving down the road. And that goes to the turbo somehow or another. Well, I didn't have any tools with me. Not that day, 'cause I was driving a day cab at the time. That was the job I had where I was home every day. And I keep tools on me, but I didn't have them that day. But it takes a little star head. I could have fixed it myself if I'd had my tools with me. You know, it's just a little screwdriver, a little star head, you know, and I could have unloosened that thing, stuck the pipe back on there, and then down the road. But my mistake, I didn't have any tools on me, so we had to call roadside service to get out there. You know, I've made mistakes as long as I've been driving, 23 years or better. I've been driving actually longer than that. You know, I've had my CDL since 1994, so I should have known better. You know, I make mistakes too, but yeah, it's just always good to always be prepared. You know, just always think that something, you know, whatever might happen can happen, and keep some tools on you. Keep a variety of tools on you. Sometimes the littlest tool is the one you need. But just keep some good tools on you. Keep some JB. I call it PB blaster. I had to use it on that cow bumper up there a little bit ago because I couldn't hardly get it open. I sprayed some of that PB blaster on there and it came right off. But yeah, you know, you want to keep a good eye on your fluids. You know, keep a good eye on everything. I was listening for any kind of air leaks when I was doing the steering column, the steering rod. If you saw every place that has a knuckle, I was twisting it. I was taking my hand and I was twisting it. And what I was doing was looking at each knuckle where that thing, it's got several little places, even up on top, it's got like little U-joints. And you're looking to see if that thing is twisting or bending in any type, any weird way. Even with these new trucks, I mean, this thing takes a pounding every day. And I mean, it's a mechanical, man-made thing, so it's gotta, it's gonna fail. So you just keep an eye on it, because the last thing you want is to be going down the road and your steering goes out, and you're just an unguided missile at that point. You can stop it, but steering you won't have any steering. But if you keep, just keep a good eye on it. If you see any point in those knuckles, if you see it twisting or doing anything other than just turning, you need to get that fixed immediately. It's very dangerous. I was driving an old truck one time, and that's how I learned. The old guy showed me that, and I've been driving for a while and never thought about looking at it like that. I learned more driving that old truck than I did at any time of all the years I've driven. I learned more driving, stuff that could break down, stuff that could fail. It made me mindful to keep an eye on it. So, anyway, I've completed my pre-trip. I checked all my fluids, checked the engine bay out. One last thing I'm gonna do is probably air the brakes down and reset them. And then these got disc brakes. Back here they're drums, like on the trailer they're drums, but on the truck they're disc. And you can air them down. You air the brakes all the way down and then let it build back up. And then that pretty much kind of resets them a little bit. And but yeah, just keep check everything out. My tires, I don't have any air leaks. I keep the air pushed in on the trailer. Also, when you park in a dark spot like this is something else. When you park in a dark spot like this, you got running lights, and you see guys these days, they don't run their running lights. And if you're trying to back into a spot and they don't have their running lights on, we just got a message yesterday across our we got an app that we use that we check in and arrive and check in at the places that we deliver to. That's how we get paid. That's how we know the miles we run. And got a message yesterday that, you know, there's been several guys in our company that's been hit while they're at a shipper receiver getting loaded or unloaded, and somebody backs right into them. Well, they don't have their running lights on, and it's hard. Some of these places are hard to see, and you got drivers that are not as experienced as others, and some just don't care. You know, they don't have they don't have that sense of urgency. They don't have that care. They just, I mean, they might be okay drivers, might be an okay person, but you know, you don't have the mentality to not want to mess up. I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but if you got your running lights on, you don't have to have your headlights on. You can have your running lights on, all your trailer lights. You can have all that on, you know, and it helps the other drivers see. And when I got here last night, this place was pitch black, dark, couldn't see anything. And I parked way back here in the back. You know, there's hardly anybody in here, so I parked way back here in the back. And you know, I left my running lights on. You know, we got an APU and it'll run it. It's no problem. So leave your running lights on, especially if you got an APU, and most of you guys do. But you know, there's no reason you can't run those running lights. And you know, it just helps out other drivers so you can be seen. You know, it's just like driving with your headlights on and when it's raining. Not your four ways, but your headlights. If you gotta run down the road with your four ways on in the rain, do us all a favor and get off the road. That's just my rant. I'm gonna rant today a little bit, I guess. Just saying. Well, I mean, if it's that dangerous and if you cannot see what you're driving down the road and it's raining, get off the road. Just do everybody a favor, because there's no sense. It's just like that's why you see all these pileups everywhere. And yes, I have a CB. You hadn't seen it on my truck. I do have a CB. It's broke. It actually fell out. It actually fell, and it hit the floor. And I got to take it to a CB shop when I go home. Probably in December. I'm gonna take it to a CB shop down there and let them fix it and get it put back in here. But a CB would have helped me out the other night when I found out about the fuel. People would have been talking for 50 or 100 miles about, you know, hey, they don't have no fuel here, they don't have no fuel there. I would have known. I would have known way ahead of time. Wrecks, you know, you can say what you want to. All your trainers or whatever people are telling y'all about CBs is bullcrap. You need to run a CB in these trucks. Everybody. You know, used to not have all these 100-car pileups and trucks running. You see these videos of these guys running 50, 60 miles an hour, and there's pileup. They just pile into these pileups. I mean, literally, it's crazy. If you used to not have that. Because the reason is because everybody would say, hey, there's a wreck on the other side of the hill, driver. You know, you need to slow down. You'd know ahead of time. Everybody ran their CBs. You know, you can call it super trucking, you can call it what you want, but it wasn't all. You didn't have all these pilots like you have nowadays. And the reason, my opinion is, nobody's running CBs like they're supposed to anymore, and they're running down the road too fast, and they run up on a wreck, and then you can't stop, especially if it's iced up. Why are you running 60, 70? Why are you running 50, 60 miles an hour on ice in the first place, especially if it's thick like that? Some of the stuff I've seen. Anyway, I'm ranting. You know, I just figured that, thought that needed to be said. But anyway, I'm fixing to pull up here, grab me something to eat real fast. My 10-hour break is gonna be up here for too long, and then we're gonna get going. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. And I ruined my doggone shirt. Look at that. See that? This is one of my favorite shirts. I ruined it. Trying to get my oil out. Now it's ruined. Now I'm gonna have to go. I guess I'll just have to get me another one, I guess. Oh well. I'll get 2 this time. How about that? Anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. See ya. Well, hey everybody, we made it to Houston. Had to find a couple places to park, a couple truck stops to go through to find a place to park. But we got find a place to park, and we're gonna get up in the morning early, go over here and deliver this load, and I guess I'm gonna have tomorrow off again. My next load don't pick up till the following day, so I guess they're just trying to work around me to get me for Thanksgiving next week, which is fine. I had asked for I'm gonna be spending time with my family in Oklahoma City and next week for the Thanksgiving, so they're probably working to make that happen. So anyway, I'm feeling to lay down, and it wasn't but an 8-hour drive. That's a short drive. That's a short drive from what I'm used to. But shit felt longer than that. It felt like it was 16 hours. Man, I don't know. But anyway, we're here. And I'm about 20 minutes away from where I got to deliver. And I'll get up in the morning and head over there. No biggie. We'll get this thing off and then I guess come back here and take a chill pill. And we'll go from there. I guess I'll just or may head up the road. I'm not sure. We'll go somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna close this one out here. Hope y'all doing good. We'll talk to y'all later. What was it? It was something I was gonna clarify. I don't forgot. I'm scatterbrained. So anyway, that was something I was gonna say. I said something earlier today and I forgot what I was gonna clarify, and I forgot wholeheartedly what it was I was gonna clarify. Real bad about that. I could say something in 1 minute and in the same sentence I'd be done forgot what I'm talking about. So anyway,
Well, I hope y'all doing good, and we'll catch y'all later. And hope you have a good day. Talk to you later. See you.